Thanks very much to Shaheen Shaw, and welcome to live studio draw for the R2.5 million Emperor's Palace Ready to Run Cup. It's over 1,400 metres and it's due to be run at Turffontein this coming Saturday, the 3rd of November. It, of course, is in addition to the Piedmont Emperor's Palace Charity Mile. So it's a massive day at Turffontein, and looking forward to your company for the next 20 minutes or so, because we'll be doing the live draw. The final field of 16 plus 2 reserve runners was announced earlier on today, and I'm happily presenting to you now the draw with our special guests. Firstly, the Chief Operating Officer of Piedmont Gaming, Bob Yearham, who's been such a wonderful sponsor for racing and for the sales as well, Bob. And I know that you are, certainly with your outfit out at Emperor's Palace, hosting all the celebrities and Her Serene Highness Princess Charlene, who you tell me is coming into town this Thursday. Yeah, she's arriving on Thursday. She's agreed to be our guest of honour for the day at the racetrack on Saturday, and she's also going to be our special guest of honour at the cocktail party in the gardens at Emperor's Palace on Thursday night. And this race over the years has developed in stature, because you've had some top horses. I mean, Igugu ran second to Hollywood Boulevard in this race. Pierre Jordan has won this race before. There's a great roll of honour. It's only been going for a short period of time, but at the end of the day, the standard of horse that comes out of this sale, and eventually the winner of the race, is certainly top-notch. No, I mean, it's amazing, some of the horses that have come out. You've just got to look back and then see what the horses have done subsequent to running or actually winning the Ready to Run sale. Yeah. There's some international superstars there. You mentioned Igugu, who came second a few years ago. I believe Igugu's in Dubai now. Yeah. And then we all know what Pierre Jordan did in the country. I think its total prize money was, last time I looked, over 4.6 million rand, and it cost 60 or 70,000 rand at the sale. I mean, it's great. Just going on the R2.5 million that's on offer for this race on Saturday. Prize money down to 10th, isn't it? Yeah, we're paying first place. It's actually the second richest race in Africa now. R2.5 million rand. It started a few years ago, as you know, an embryo of an idea from Mick Goss, and we got together, and it's grown unparalleled in the last few years. And this year the first prize is 1.1 million, second place is 500,000, third place 300,000, fourth place 150,000, right down to 10th place 50,000 rand. 50 grand. 50 grand, which is more than the winner gets in a maiden race these days. That's wonderful. The prize money down to 10th, considering that there are only 16 runners in the race. It's certainly a great chance that you've got in the race. So, Caroline Simpson from Bloodstock South Africa, she's the sales manager out there. And Caroline, you've got your sale on either side of the big race day on Saturday, and a wonderful catalogue this year. I was looking at it, so over 200 lots, and that also over the years. I mean, it only used to be a day, now you've done it over 2 days. Yes, there's a new format we've started this year, starting on the Friday night, selling lots 1 to 75, and then carrying on from 76 to 202 on Sunday. We start at 5 o'clock on Friday and 2 o'clock on Sunday. It's a wonderful catalogue. We've had, besides Summerhill being the whole nucleus of the sale, we've had other vendors come on the sale, strong pedigrees, horses that have come off other sales, that prepared them for the sale. The sale has really grown from 23 years ago when I started the TV to a real small little sale to a great big sale that plays a huge part in the sales calendar in South Africa. And the owners look forward to it every year. They start phoning way before the time. Is their horse in the race? Will it stand a chance? The excitement that builds around the sale is enormous. And I think as a member of the sales company, I thoroughly enjoy being part of all the build-up with Emperors, the cocktail party, the race, the sale. It just makes it so festive and so enjoyable for everybody. Yeah, and at the end of the day, big prize money on offer too. And when you take into account that you've got 16 chances out of 202 effectively, 202 lots over the 2 days of the sale, 16 out of 202 chance of getting into the race. And all you have to do, Caroline, you've got to tick the box on the day of the sale. It's a 6,000 rand entry fee effectively that guarantees you into 2013's running of this race. Yes, even if you don't tick the box, I'll phone you and remind you to tick the box. Yeah, so you've still you must tick the box on sales day on your vendor roll slip when the vendor roll clerk comes to you. But if there's anything, I would phone to double check that you wanted to tick the box, because for 6,000 rand it wouldn't pay you not to tick the box. Yeah. So we urge you to tick the box. Yeah. And you say now other vendors interested in putting horses on the sale. Certainly I've seen this year a lot of previously people that would have not put horses on the sale, but now they seem to be saying, well, this is a sale that they want to be represented on.
I think it's grown in stature, the sale, and the enthusiasm and the race has built the whole sale weekend. And I think they see the prices have increased enormously over the years. The calibre, the pedigrees on the sale, the pedigree in the catalogues have improved. So the people have decided that if they don't get their prices, that they'd rather wait, prepare it, get it prepared and bring it to the ready to run. And then they've got a chance of running in the race. And you know, for an owner to buy a horse to run for 2.5 million, I mean, it's enormous.
And the fact of the matter is, just one last thing on that, is that the horse comes out of this sale and it can run as soon as the first races come up in the next couple of months. So you can get a return on your investment very, very soon after buying the horse. So that's a great thing too that you have to bear in mind. Right, let's move on to what we're here for, and that is the R2.5 million race coming up on Saturday. It's the Empress Palace Ready to Run Cup, and here is the final field that was announced. I just want to run through the horses that have made it to the final field, and then we'll conduct the draw. Number 1 in Darber My Children. Number 2 is Savage Wind. Number 3 is Rock of Arts. Number 4 is Cookie Monster. Number 5, Kalua Castle. Number 6 is AGADEZ. Let's move on to number 7. Well, great to have Port Elizabeth representation here. Hecky Straydon comes up with his horse T-Lion. 8 is Waka Waka. 9, Dylan's Promise. Number 10 is Tinchy Strider. 11, Extra Zing. 12 is Lonesome Dove, was winner of its only race to date, and Mike de Kock's runner there. 13, Negev, Pierce Stratham taking the ride for Louis Hoorsen. 14, Imali Yami. I presume that means my money, does it? Yeah, I'm just getting Skilly, our cameraman here, nodding to me. So 15, London Olympics. James Goodman represented the race. I see that Advocate Nigel Riley's a shareholder here, so is Graham Hawkins, so they'll be certainly be here for the race. 16, Flying Foo. And then the 2 reserve runners, 17, Sammy Silva, and 18, Ella de Rock. Now, what I'm going to ask my producer, Adele, to do is to keep on referring to this, because the field that I've got in front of me was the final field as announced on SA Horse Racing. It hasn't got the same numbers that we have up there. So we're just going to have to know where we're going to have as a starting point, and I'm sure she'll let me know about that in a moment. Right, what we're going to do first is I've got this box over here which has got 18 numbers in it. I'm just going to shuffle it around because Bob Yearham is going to pick the starting point where we're going to choose which number we're going to draw the first draw for. So Bob, if you don't mind, just putting your hand in and pulling out one of the numbers, and this number will represent where we're going to start the draw from. That stays on the bottom there. So that is number 6, Adele. So that's number 6. Okay. And we start with number 6. If we can just, I just need to put that down. Let's see the name of number 6. If we can just put that down over there. Right, we're going to start with AGADEZ. Right, that's the draw that we're going to start with. Now, we've got this wonderful cup. I just wonder whether our cameraman can get a shot of this cup over here in front of me, because I was just going through the motions with Mick Goss regarding where this cup originates from, and apparently it dates back to 1922. It's probably when Mick was not even a speck in his parents' eye at that stage. It's the year that Terry Payne might have been born, though. It was when Princess Alice, who was apparently King George VI's sister, donated this cup to the Governor-General at the time for the Johannesburg Turf Club to be handed out at the Governor-General's race day, or the cup on that day. And Mick dug it out of a whole collection of cups that were sitting in cobwebs and rejuvenated it to the current form that you see it at. It's a marvellous cup, isn't it, Caroline?
Fantastic,
I mean, look at it, Bob. It's a marvellous cup.
Have you tried to pick it up yet?
No, I haven't.
Don't.
But they put this new plinth on it, and I think it must be made of gold or platinum or something, because it's certainly very heavy.
You need to go to the gym to pick it up.
Oh, okay. Well, that's certainly one for rather you to do than me. Right. Now, we're starting off with AGADEZ, and then we're going to move right the way down, including the reserve runners. We're going to move down from AGADEZ right the way down to the second reserve runner. Caroline's just going to take that, because inside the cup are 18 draws, and we're just going to do it alternately between Caroline and Bob. So we're going to start off with number 6, as you saw that Bob picked out, and this is the draw for AGADEZ. And Caroline, do you want to hold it up? This is number 8 to that camera over there. That's number 8. It's the upside down 8. But I think that's sometimes how people are. Okay, thanks, Caroline. So that is number 8 for AGADEZ. Right, let's go to the next slide and see what horse are we drawing for over here. We're going to number 7. And Bob, if you just want to pick out the number for horse number 7 here. T Lion. This is the Port Elizabeth horse. Draw number 10, Bob. Thanks very much. So that's draw number 10 for T Lion. Now, Waka Waka. This is for Gary Alexander. I think the Gardners are involved in this. Bruce and Joe Gardner. I think it's out of the mare Bindella. And it won most recently. It's got an excellent draw. Gary will be happy with that. Draw of 2. Not only has Pierre Jourdan got a fantastic draw in the Piermont Empress Palace Charity Mile, but Waka Waka's pulled a draw 2. Let's go to Charles Laird's Australian horse, Dylan's Promise. He's got Glen Hatt riding in the race, and Bob's busy trying to do a draw here for Dylan's Promise. It's draw number 5. It's draw number 5. Thankfully, Charles Laird didn't have the same person drawing that he had at the Charity Mile.
That's a lot better.
So, Bob, he'll be giving you a present for that. Okay, let's move on to our next horse, and I think Caroline will have another draw out. Is this for Tinchy Strider? It is for Tinchy Strider. This is the unbeaten horse, very, very well related. Tinchy Strider has drawn number 7. Gavin Larena back in the irons. He's only recently come back into the irons, and he rides Tinchy Strider. Now let's move on to Extra Zing. This is from the stable of Robbie Sage, I think it is. And what have we got here, Bob? We've also got another decent draw. This is for Extra Zing, and it is draw number 3. Now, you've got an important task, Caroline, because Lonesome Dove is one of Mike de Kock's runners. It's got Anthony Delpech, the unbeaten horse. It's only had 1 run. What are we going to draw for Mike de Kock, eh? You know what Mike will do if you don't draw well, eh?
I'm scared.
This is for Lonesome Dove. Oh, the other way. 15. So remember, this race is over 1,400 metres on the stand side track, so Lonesome Dove draws 15. Right. Let's go to the next page if we can, before we go to Bob. And 13 is Negev. This is the one that Shaheen Shaw's been raving on about with Pierre Stratham. Bob's going to draw the draw for Negev. What is it, Bob?
14.
14. So Negev drawn 14. On to Imali Yami, another Mike de Kock runner. You've got a chance to redeem yourself here, Caroline. Dig deep, shuffle it all around in the wonderful cup that we've got in front of us. Draw number 6. 6.
No, we've had...
Yeah,
yes,
draw number 6, that's correct. Imali Yami draws 6. Right, moving on to James Goodman and his London Olympics. Hawkins.
Yes.
How did he play in the poker tournament?
He won the celebrity event.
He won the celebrity event.
Yeah, he won the celebrity event.
Okay, so that's excellent. 16.
16. Sorry, Graham. 16.
Sorry to Graham and Advocate Riley and the other host of partners over there. Keegan Latham rides. Okay, Flying Foo is another one of Louis Hoodson's. Great. Louis Hoodson's got a tremendous record of picking horses in this event because they often get to the cup stage. And this is the draw for Flying Foo. It's number 12. So Caroline from Bloodstock South Africa drawn 12. On to the first reserve runner. This is for Sammy Silva. This is Chris Erasmus's horse. And let's go to Bob over here to draw this one. Sammy Silva draws 4.
Number 4.
So that's a great draw pull by Sammy Silva. And then Illa de Rock. Caroline, Jeff Woodruff's horse. Deva Chanda's own this. They're very, very big supporters of the game. And this is for Illa de Rock. Pole position 1. So like with a Charity Mile, the reserves have actually drawn well. Remember that if they don't run, then all those draws outside of 4 would come in by 2. Right, let's go to the final page and let's go to Bob. We're going back to Bob to draw our next draw. I think this is our next draw. It's draw number 18. So this will be for number 1, I think. Yeah, horse number 1 in the race is in Darber My Children. Has drawn wide out at 18. Don't know whether Charles and Anton will be happy with that, but that's got a wide draw similarly with the Charity Mile. Okay, on we go to number 2 now. Back to Caroline to do the live draw for horse number 2. And that is number 9. Number 9 over there. Savage Wind. Okay, now that's Joey Soma's runner, Muzi Yeni rides. Rock of Arts will be next. Rock of Arts, also an imported horse owned by the Chin Sammies. What have we got, Bob, for Rock of Arts? Is number 17. So again, wide out at 17. Felix Kutsi coming up from Cape Town. He's recently ridden his 2,500th winner, and he rides that for Waiho Mowing. Now, many people are tipping Cookie Monster as a likely contender for first prize over here. Let's go to Caroline to draw for Cookie Monster. Wally Brits and the Harrisons involved. Vanessa Harrison, upside down, 13. Lucky for some, Cookie Monster, 13. One more left to draw, so this will be the last draw. This is for number 5, Kilua Castle. And it is number
11.
11 for Kilua Castle. Now, just to make sure, on first count, whether I can pick up the cup, and on second count to see if there's anything left inside. It is really heavy, but there is nothing left inside there. So all the drawers have come out, and we just do a quick assessment, if we can just go through the field again and just go through those draws. Let's start off with Indaba, My Children, drawn wide out at 18. It's going to be tough from there because remember it's a 1,400 meter contest, but it is on the stand side track. If it was on the inside track, you'd be in a spot of bother, but with the stand side track, the way the stalls are positioned, there's still a chance from there. Remember that these draws could be lessened by 2 for those draws higher than 4 if the reserve runners don't run. Savage Wind 9, Rock of Art 17, Cookie Monster 13, Kilua Castle 11, AGADEZ is at 8. Let's move on to number 7, T-Line, the PE Challenge is at 10, Waka Waka drawn 2, Dylan's Promise at 5, Tinchy Strider, the unbeaten 2-time winner. There's only a handful of 2-time winners in the race. That's drawn at 7, Extra Zing at 3, Lonesome Dove is at 15, Negev 14, Emali Yami 6, London Olympics 16, Flying Food 12, and then the reserve Sammy Silver at 4 and Ella De Rock at 1. So we're going to wrap up just first of all the celebrities. Now there's a host of celebrities in the charity mile, Bob. They're all staying out at Emperor's Palace, but some wonderful celebrities we've got, and you'll be hosting them too before the big day. Yeah, they come to the cocktail party on Thursday night. I think so far for the cocktail party we've got about 150 confirmed. I'm sure that'll go up to about 180 or 200. And then the celebrities actually check in Friday, and then we get them to the track Saturday. As you know, before the charity mile, they all go on to the parade ring. They'll be around the winner circle area when the winning horses let in. It'll be lots of time for the public and then, you know, people in general to see all the celebrities, have photographs taken with them, and just keeping our fingers crossed for a nice day weather-wise, because the weather, you know, always makes it a, you know, puts an extra tinge on it. It's very nice, yeah. So, but looking forward to it. Everything's in place. I think this is our 6th or 7th charity mile now. And no, it's a day we really look forward to, and as you know, as we always say at Piermont and Empress Palace, we always try to help those who can't help themselves, and this is a big day where we get a platform to show what we do. Okay, Chief Operating Officer of Piermont Gaming, Bob Yearham, thanks very much for coming to studio. Big weekend for you guys too, as Bloodstock South Africa. The sale coming up. Looking forward to those 2 days, and of course a big day too on Saturday with all the racing.
No, Bloodstock South Africa, we welcome all the buyers to come to the complex. Lots of the horses have arrived already. You know, it's just a lovely day and a lovely sale. We look forward to seeing all the buyers at the complex.
Thanks very much. Caroline Simpson wrapping up for us. Yeah, short change Felix Kutsi, by the way. He's ridden 3,500 winners, not 2,500. So sorry to Felix for that, but hoping that he rides another one or 2 on Saturday, the 3rd of November. Thanks very much for joining us for the live draw of the R2.5 million Emperor's Palace Ready to Run Cup running this coming Saturday. Thanks for your time. We go live back to Tellytrack now.